Have you ever felt like you were wrestling with God himself, struggling with who you are, where you're going, and what he's doing in your life? That was Jacob. Alone in the night, he found himself wrestling with a man, but this wasn't just any man. It was God. And Jacob refused to let go until he received a blessing. But instead of just blessing him, God changed his name. Because when you truly encounter God, you don't just walk away with a blessing, you walk away transformed. Before we get into this, take a second and hit that follow button. Your support is helping spread the word of God, and we are beyond grateful for you. Every comment, every share, every like, it's making an impact. Let's keep reaching more people together. Now, Genesis 32:22-32 is a powerful moment of identity shift. Guzik points out that Jacob had spent his whole life fighting, deceiving, and struggling to get ahead. But in this moment, he wasn't wrestling against God. He was wrestling for God. He was desperate for something real. And instead of letting Jacob win, God touched his hip, weakening him forever. Why? Because true strength comes not from fighting for control, but from surrendering to God. And from that moment, Jacob was no longer the deceiver. He was Israel, the one who wrestles with God and prevails. And maybe that's where you are. You've been striving, struggling, trying to make things happen in your own strength. But hear this. God isn't looking for a fight, he's looking for surrender. When you stop wrestling against him and start clinging to him, that's when everything changes. So here's the challenge. Where do you need to stop striving and start surrendering to God's plan? Drop a comment and let's talk about it. And if this encouraged you, follow for more, because real transformation happens when you stop fighting and start trusting.